Welcome to Sundays with Amber. I'm Amber and this is Cooper. If you've just happened upon my page or you were researching yoga on YouTube, welcome. What makes my class a little bit different than maybe other strictly physical videos you might find is that I offer meditation and also some philosophy as well as therapeutic movement for everybody. So welcome. And today we'll be using 2 blocks. And that's about it. If you'd like a blanket to sit on, you can grab that, pull it over, or a pillow and sit up on that. In yoga, there is a moral code. It's called the yamas and the niyamas. And within this, there is one yama, which is part of the moral code called brahmacharya. And it basically translates to behavior that leads us to the divine. So behavior that is really in touch with our highest self. And as we approach today's practice, can we kind of keep that in mind as a theme as we move our body and we explore how our body is feeling today. So that being said, come up to your seat, lift your chest, draw your shoulders back, and with your chin parallel to the floor, close your eyes if you feel comfortable, or just look down and steady your gaze. Take a deep breath through your nose, inhaling to the very top. And then through your nose on the exhale, same thing, it's kind of exhale to the very bottom. And then inhale. Make it almost like a whisper, but really long and full breath. Exhaling to the very bottom. Again, not a super aggressive breath, more of like a whisper, but really long and expansive and full. Last one. Inhale slowly. Exhale slowly. Your eyes are closed. Open your eyes. Inhale, lift your arms overhead and grab your elbows. Or if that feels like too extreme right now, you can grab your wrist or your forearms. Keeping your head stationary, I just want you to circle your elbows one direction down and up, kind of like would it be a Ferris wheel? Moving your arms really to start to stretch in the shoulders a little bit more. And then once you come up to the top, switch directions. So just go slowly the other direction. This is not a fast movement. It's a pretty slow Ferris wheel, right? Going in the other direction to lubricate the shoulder joints and just really kind of recognize how they're feeling today, your shoulders. Do one more circle. More circle. And then when you come up to the top, you can release your arms to the sides all the way down and grab one block, or if you don't have a block, grab a book. You can do this with a book too. I'm going to sit sideways so you can see this. Stay in your cross-legged seated position and extend your arms out with your palms flat on the sides of the block. Okay, lift your chest, keep your head stationary. As you inhale, reach forward like you're offering somebody the block. Then as you exhale, arms stay straight. Draw the arms back into your shoulder sockets and see if you can feel your shoulder blades squeezing together as if you could squeeze a lemon between your shoulder blades. Inhale, reach forward. The arms move out of the shoulder sockets a little bit. Exhale, move the arms back. One more. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, pull back. The head is stationary. Take 2 blocks, one in each hand, palms flat, so you're not gripping, or 2 books. So you're not gripping, they're just kind of flat sitting there. Draw your elbows really close into your side ribs and keep your hands about elbow distance apart. Squeezing the elbows into your side ribs, lift your chest, keep your head stationary. Inhale. Exhale, moving the hands out to the side, but keeping the elbows really close into the rib cage. Inhale, bring the hands back to elbow distance apart. Check in, elbows into the ribs. Exhale, move the hands to the sides. This is again for the shoulders. One more. Inhale, bring the hands forward. Exhale, slide the hands wide. This time, inhale the hands forward and lift your hands up to the height of your shoulders. Hands are shoulder distance apart. Lift your chest, take a breath. As you exhale, bend the elbows, pull back alongside the rib cage and all the way back, squeezing your shoulder blades together. Like you're squeezing that lemon again. Inhale, rise the blocks up, height of the shoulders. Exhale, bend the elbows, pull back. Try to keep the head stationary. Open your chest. Last one. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, pull back. Great. Inhale, reach forward and then put the block in your left hand down to the side for a moment. And then use your left hand and grab your right rib cage low. So you're holding on to that side. Reach the block in your right hand forward. Inhale. And as you exhale, start to bend that elbow so the block is resting on the palm, slipping the block between the rib cage and the arm as you reach back behind you. The palm is up still. Bend the elbow. It's a little tricky. Take the block between your rib cage and your arm and then lift it forward again. It's really hard not to grip the pinky and the thumb on the block. I'm having a hard time doing this. I've done this for so many times and it's still challenging for me, but I'm trying not to do that. Let's do it one more time on that side. So the elbow bends out to the side, trying not to lean to the right as you sweep that block behind you. And then forward again with the block. And then we'll switch sides. So you can use the same block or a book, put it in the other hand, grab the left rib cage with your hand. So you're kind of holding, and I think it's a tactile experience. So you're feeling it with your hand, what's happening there. And if you're moving from side to side, and try to stay as stationary as you can, take a breath. And as you exhale, bend the elbow out. Try to keep the palm open as you slip the block behind you. Palm is up. And then coming forward again, trying not to lean to the side, take a breath. One more, bend the elbow out, slip the block between and behind. There you go. And then slipping it forward. And you did it. And if you're like me, maybe you felt it in your wrist, the stretching in your wrist too, which is an okay thing, I think. So bring the blocks to the top of the mat. Make your way to your hands and knees. On your hands and knees, you can move your blanket or your pillow if you have that. Spread your fingers and have your hands about outer shoulder distance apart. And with your arms straight, just like we did with the block, your arms are straight. Inhale, dip your heart down between your shoulder blades and squeeze your shoulder blades onto your back. So here, I'm not lifting my sit bones, toning my belly, and keeping my pelvis really stationary. Inhale, press up between your shoulder blades toward the sky. Exhale, dip the heart down and try to draw the shoulder blades together without moving the pelvis. Inhale, float the upper back to the sky. The core is engaged. As you exhale, squeeze the shoulder blades on your back. Now, find some place in between where you're not doing too much of either of those actions. You're somewhere in the middle. And begin to squeeze your forearms to the midline. The hands stay where they are. You're just gently squeezing the forearms and take a breath. Curl your toes under. As you exhale, keep squeezing the forearms toward each other as you lift back to downward facing dog pose. Inhale, lower your knees back down. Exhale, dip the heart down. Keep your pelvis and your core stationary. Exhale, lift the upper back toward the sky. Okay, come to neutral. Take a breath in. So you're somewhere in the middle. Hug the forearms toward each other. And as you exhale the next time, shift back downward facing dog. And as you come to down dog, stay there, drawing the forearms toward each other. Press your hands down and forward and begin to lift your inner shoulder towards your earlobe, like you're crunching your ears, your shoulders to your ears. As you hug the forearms together, take a breath. Exhale, lower your knees all the way down. Grab your blocks and step your right foot forward between your blocks. So you're coming into a lunge, reach your pelvis forward, look forward, and take a beautiful breath in and a beautiful breath out. Keep the pelvis moving forward, but begin to cinch your left knee and tug it towards your right foot. You're right there. Lift your chin just a bit so you're more of a neutral position of the head. You're not tucking the chin too much or lifting the chin too much. You're somewhere right in the middle. And place your right hand behind the back of your head. Draw the elbow out to the side like a butterfly wing, and then wrap it forward. So that's where it's going to stay. Your bicep really close to your ear. Take a breath. And as you exhale, turn to the right, but keep the bicep really close to your ear or your cheek. Yeah, inhale, come forward. Exhale, twist. One more. Inhale, come forward. Now exhale, twist. Stay here, turning from the heart. Keep your head exactly where it is. And just extend your right arm back. So you're not turning with your head, turn with your heart and your arm. Imagine you're pressing your right hand into a wall and there's some resistance. So press into that imaginary wall and then turn your chest more. And then maybe start to turn and look towards your right thumb. Take a breath. Release it. Take your right hand to the block. Step your right knee back. Let's switch sides. Left foot steps forward, moving the pelvis forward. I think that feels really good after we just did the twist on that side to open this part of the leg up now. So just stay there for a moment and kind of hug your right knee towards your left foot. So even though your pelvis is moving forward and your legs are separated, there's a hugging into the midline, like a scissoring of the legs. Take a breath. Find your neutral position of your head, not too much tuck, not too much lift of the chin. Place your left hand behind your head. Elbow points out first. Draw the elbow in. Keep it there. Take a breath. As you exhale, turn your heart to the left, but keep your bicep and your elbow pretty close to your cheek and your forehead. Inhale, turn forward. Exhale, twist. Last one, inhale forward. Exhale, twist. Now hold it. Keep the head exactly where it is and just extend the left arm back, palm facing that wall that you're turning toward. Imagine you're pressing your left palm into a wall and you have that resistance that helps you twist. Reach back through the hand and then maybe you turn. Maybe you don't, but maybe you turn and look towards your left thumb. Take a breath. Turn forward, release the hand, step back table. Bring the blocks in shoulder distance apart. So they're a little bit closer toward each other on the mat. And then place your elbow one at a time, mid-block, mid-book if you have that. Palms together, start to walk the knees back, dipping your heart down. You're finding a balance of pressing your elbows down so there's engagement and not overstretching in the armpits. You kind of want to do both, like an opening, but also an engagement. Pressing the elbows down into the blocks. Have your ears in line with your arms. Tone your belly. Allow the muscles of your face to kind of melt down to the mat. Relax your forehead, your jaw, your lips. Take one more breath. Press the elbows down. Walk forward with your knees. Move your blocks to the side. For right now, you're kind of moving them out of the way and lay down onto your belly. So come all the way down onto your belly and place your hands back by your sides, palms up. Rest your forehead to the mat and start to firm your legs. Lift your left leg up, reach it back, put it down. Lift your right leg up, reach it back, put it down, and then press your pelvic bone down. Lift your hands up and your shoulders up. Draw the thumbs toward each other and start to lift your chest and your head. In the neutral position in your head, so you're not lifting the chin too much or tucking it too much. Now, lift your left leg. Inhale, sweep your right hand to the side and forward, turn the palm up. Exhale, lower the leg, sweep the arm back, and turn your head to the left, resting your right ear down. Come back to neutral, forehead to the mat. Firm your legs, lift your right leg up, reach it back, put it down. Lift your left leg up, reach it back, put it down. Lift your arms up, lift your shoulders up, and draw the thumbs toward each other. Lift your chest, lift your head, neutral head position, lift your right leg up. Inhale, sweep your left hand to the left and forward, turn the palm up. Exhale, lower the leg, sweep the arm back around and turn to the right, rest your left ear down. Forehead to the mat. Lift your shoulders, lift your arms. Draw the thumbs together, lift your chest and your head. Inhale, lift your left leg, your right arm. Exhale, sweep, look left, rest your right ear down. Inhale, lift your right leg and your left arm. Lift up, look forward. And as you exhale, sweep and look right. Good. Forehead to the mat. Take a breath. Lift up and just grab one of your blocks and take it back behind you, holding onto the block. Start to lift your chest, lift both legs. Lift both legs from the glutes. So engage your glute muscles, lift your chest. Now inhale, reach with your right hand, the block forward. And as you exhale, left arm reaches forward. Inhale, right hand, no block, reaches back. Exhale, left hand reaches back with the block, grab it. Inhale, left arm forward. Exhale, right arm forward. Inhale, right arm back with the block. Exhale, left arm back, grab the block. Lower down, rest that block right there on your glutes. Turn your head to one side and just kind of waggle your hips from side to side. Deep breath into your belly and your chest. Move the block to the side. Forehead to the mat. Last thing here, lift your legs up from the glutes. Reach back through both legs, both feet. Lift the shoulders, lift your head, lift your arms. Find your neutral position of your head and squeeze the thumbs together. Stay here. You've got a couple options. Second option is interlace your fingers and reach your knuckles back. Final option, bend your elbows, your knees. Bend your knees. Reach back and grab for your ankles. Press your feet back and up. Thigh bones lift. Reach your chest forward. Hold your back bend for 3, 2, 1. Lower down. Make a pillow with your hands. Rest your forehead on the pillow. Bring your big toes to touch, allowing your heels to fall out to the sides. Again, waggling your hips. Allow your arms to relax. And feel your belly and your chest on your mat on the floor. Using that as almost a prop, placing your body in context with the floor. As you inhale, expand your belly and your chest to the floor. And when you exhale, feel that soften. Like retract. Do that again. Inhale. And exhale. Slow, full breaths. And flip over onto your back. Come all the way over onto your back. When you come onto your back, hug your knees to your chest. So give yourself a little squeeze. Rock from side to side, massaging your back, the muscles of your back. Little hip exercise, stretch. Crush your right ankle on your left thigh. Stay here or interlace your fingers. Take 2 breaths. Did a lot with the arms, the hands, the wrists, the shoulders, the chest, the upper back. Just noticing how that feels now. The inquiry. Switching sides, the legs. And then lowering that foot down, lower the other foot down. Take your arms into a goalpost. Slide your feet as wide as your mat and just gently windshield wiper your knees from side to side. Just 2 times on each side. Back and forth. And then walking the feet back in, extending the legs out for Shavasana and taking your hands down by your sides. I think working with the shoulders, specific areas we work with. And today we worked with the shoulders, and it can be a challenging place for a lot of people. We have injuries there or tightness. And when we work with the area of the body, we have to confront some of our limitations or just the things that we notice that come up when we work with those areas. And if we can remember brahmacharya, or this moderation or behavior that leads us to the divine or our highest self when we approach this practice on a physical level, how that may change our interaction or guide our interaction with our own body and how we treat our body. Allow yourself to rest here for a few moments. I'm going to just read you something. Allow your body to relax, to soften. It's a reading from Rolf Gates in Meditations on Intention and Being. Your love will be safe with me. He writes, there is a song by the group Bon Iver that I have been listening to over the last few months. One morning, even though I've heard the song 100 times or so, I finally made out the last line. Your love will be safe with me. This line captures my intention for how I want to relate to the people in my life, specifically around matters of the heart. I want to be an ally, to stand next to the people in my life, to help shoulder their burden as they attempt to meet life with open arms. I want their love to be safe with me. I want them to know that I will support them as they try to be true to the loves in their lives and as they try to use their energy wisely. I can think of no better definition, expression, or affirmation of brahmacharya than your love will be safe with me. We reflect on what this might mean as we practice and we witness ourselves in our own practice, physically and mentally and emotionally. And can your love be safe with you? And staying here for a few more moments, for as long as you need or want. And when you're ready, move slowly and have a beautiful rest of your day. And I will see you next week on Sundays with Amber.